We spent our last few days on Big Island in Volcano. We left Kona in not the best of moods. As a matter of fact, I was as unhappy as I ever remember being on a vacation, and I just wanted to go home. But we decided to stick it out and not leave early. We headed to Southpoint on the way to Volcano, and on the way we saw a sign for Miranda Coffee Farms, which turned out to have the best coffee I've ever tasted, and a cup of Kau coffee can turn a vacation around in no time. So I'll say again, this was really good coffee. It's a simple stop on the way to Southpoint from Kona, and well worth your time. Also stopped a little further down the road at Paradise Meadow Orchard and Bee Farm. There's more to see here. In addition to the farm, they had rescued parrots and an art gallery. Nothing fancy, just honest and appealing. My mood had entirely shifted even before we reached the expansive views at Southpoint, the southernmost point in the U.S. The stark beauty at Southpoint made it my favorite place next to Mauna Kea on our entire trip to Big Island. Back on Highway 11, we stopped for a nice lunch at Hanahau Restaurant and Bakery. Sadly, I passed up their desserts to stand in line at Panaluu Bake Shop. That's probably worth it if there are no tour buses. From there, we went on to our lovely Airbnb in Volcano. The next day, we started with a short hike on the Kipukapu'alua Trail. We were there to see birds, and we heard more birds than we saw, and we were happy just to see anything we didn't recognize from home. We knew we weren't up to the really hard hike to the summit of Mauna Loa, but we did drive up the Mauna Loa Scenic Highway and saw the endangered silver swords. These are little plants, by the way, but they're well marked, so you know what to look for. There were no active lava flows while we were on Big Island, but everywhere there was proof that you were standing on a very much alive volcano.
Actually, it's quite warm to the touch, like a hot tub.
After these little hikes, we tried to have lunch at the lodge in Hawaii Volcanoes National Park, but thanks to the pandemic, there was very little food. So we just got some water and potato chips and looked out over the crater of Kilauea. After lunch, we hiked the Kilauea Iki Trail. We did include a little side trip into the Thurston Lava Tube, well worth seeing and much easier walking than the first lava tube we'd explored back in Hilo. So we're walking on the Kilauea Iki Trail. Just came down that rim. Not really sure where we go up. We really enjoyed our hikes around Volcanoes National Park. It was definitely worth going to Hawaii just to see that. And we liked staying in Volcano. It was close enough we could go back into Hilo to eat, which we did a couple times. Our flight the next day wasn't until late in the evening, so we were able to see the steam vents and hike to Sulphur Banks. And the last thing we did was drive the Chain of Craters Road down to see the sea arch. This is a spectacular drive, and I'm glad we were able to fit it in.